Hello everybody and welcome to week 5 of the PUDL Ultra Ball League. It is Willow, coach of Willows, and welcome to the first video on the channel. Obviously, starting week 5, this is we are halfway through the season, but I am trying to force myself to start uploading content. So whilst it is halfway through the season, thought I should just force myself to start posting. So, yes, welcome to week 1. Obviously, I don't want to do, I don't want to be going over with the replays footage, going over replay footage, so future videos should be live, and you will hear my live commentary over post-game thoughts. But to force myself to get the first video out, this is a post commentary video. My opponent this week was Lazy Guy, coach of the Lazy Snorlaxs. So let's get into the video. So I wasn't sure who to lead in this matchup. I didn't bring any hazards this week. I didn't see any too much benefit of it. I could have bought it into a stealth rock some Garchomp for a low kicks or a iron bundle, as they don't technically want to run heavy duty boots that often, but I didn't see the need to bring it into the rest of the team, so I wasn't too sure who to lead here, so I just led off. I didn't really see him on top, being his Terra captain, being the lead, so I thought that Program 2 just looked like a really good spread overall, was able to take an attack off first, so I sent it out. Obviously Seedlander is having Intimidate. My Paragon 2, I decided to bring Trace, as it allowed me to Trace Intimidate off of him on top and Landorus and help me switch into those ones better. So this first turn, I wasn't sure what I wanted to click. I was tossing up between Ice Beam and Thunder Wave. Obviously Ice Beam was 4 times effective into the Landorus, but I didn't, and obviously it's a pretty common move on Paragon 2. So I expected it to switch out, so I was contemplating between Thunder Wave and Ice Beam. I did end up clicking Ice Beam, so we did see the U-turn first. Out came the Serendipity, and I did click Ice Beam, doing 40%, and it was a very lucky turn 1 freeze. It was so much fun. Turn 2, he switched out into Gurjar, not wanting to be frozen. I switched out into Corviknight. I did not want to stay in and risk it thawing and getting a poison onto my Paragon 2, so I went out into Corviknight. Being a steel type, won't be able to take any poison damage. Was packing Body Press, so I clicked Body Press into Gurjar, was being super effective. He clicks Flamethrower back, only doing 36%, so I felt pretty comfortable sitting in front of the Gurjar with some leftovers. He's going to switch out into Serendipity. I'm going to get off a Body Press. This Body Press only doing 4%, obviously resisted, and we will see this quite often coming up into the rest of the game. Leftovers healing us up more. Does stay frozen. We get up an Iron Defense. Their team is very physical. The only special threats being Bundle and Gurjar at first glance. Serendipity can be mixed, and I'm not worried about a special Landorus, especially with ground types not being able to hit into Corviknight. So I Iron Defense sitting in front of the Serendipity, hoping for it to be physical, not special. He does switch out into low kicks. We Iron Defense again, just to keep up our defense in front of all the physical threats. Low kicks reveals the life orb with U-turn. I believe that was tinted lens to even tinted lens damage, which is funny because it's not every day you see low kicks doing 4% with tinted lens into something that resists its attacks, especially with a life orb. So just going to show how physically bulky Corviknight is. I did Roost expecting a potential stronger attack. I don't think I was calculating too much in the moment, and did not expect it to do only 4% damage. Serendipity did Thaw here and did Roost. I did Iron Defense again. Unfortunately, I was not packing a Steel type move for this Serendipity. My last move was Defog, so the only attacking move I was carrying this week was Body Press. Serendipity is going to taunt into my Body Press, which was a pretty big factor. Obviously having 3 defensive moves and only 1 attacking move, which is Body Press, leaving me to just keep clicking not very effective moves into the Serendipity. Next, the Serendipity does reveal B-Top. I did want to switch into Makia after revealing that Corviknight was not doing any damage, as I again didn't want any other mon on my team getting poisoned through this thing's toxic chain, if it did have it. It's just very annoying having to deal with all that chip damage. Pheasantipity then reveals the U-turn, and this Pheasantipity has now confirmed to me that it cannot touch Corviknight, so that is pretty big information. Hitmontop is going to come out and reveal its Intimidate as I clicked knock off to remove its heavy duty boots. I was trying to get the item off of Pheasantipity. No, it wasn't healing move, but it's always best to try and get rid of some items. He's going to double out into Landorus as I doubled back into Corviknight. Again, Corviknight is very physically bulky and was just going to take any attacks Hitmontop wants to throw at me. Landorus uses a turn out, doesn't want to be able to sit in front of me, and back out comes the Pheasantipity. So we are seeing this familiar matchup of Corviknight into Pheasantipity. So this is going to be quite common for the next few attacks. Obviously with some defense up, Pheasantipity is going to be doing absolutely no damage to Corviknight, and Corviknight is going to do no damage back to Pheasantipity, so I decided to switch back out into Muck as he taunts to prevent myself from doing any more setup. It's going to U-turn back out into Hitmontop as I click and reveal Zen Headbutt, so Zen Headbutt was there to attack into Hitmontop and Pheasantipity and get some effective damage off to try and weaken them down. So getting some good chip onto Hitmontop. Back out comes the Corviknight. Again, physically bulky, absolutely sponge off the close combat. Back out comes the Pheasantipity as I iron defense again. Just going to keep iron defensing in front of those physical walls to prevent any more damage being taken. Your body press off again to take some more chip damage onto that Pheasantipity. Here I switch out into Guard Chomp. Pheasantipity was sitting quite low on HP. I did suspect some sort of, I hadn't been taunted yet, so I did suspect some sort of taunt or roost being sent off in my direction. Oh sorry, I got taunted. I expected a U-turn or a roost this turn. Being near half, I expected it to roost. So Roost did come off as I switched into Garchomp to get myself in a more favourable position. Out came the Landorus to intimidate my Garchomp as I earthquaked, so I was trying to be greedy and get myself a super effective hit onto that Pheasantipity to weaken it down. But Landorus is completely immune to that attack. I switch back out into Corviknight. Corviknight is always going to be immune to those ground type attacks from Landorus as we see an earthquake come out, which is very good. Gives us another turn of leftovers recovery. And then Landorus is going to U-turn back out into that Pheasantipity as we body press again to get minimal damage off. I switch back out into Muck as we take a taunt. So back out comes a U-turn to get out away from Muck. We're going to take another Intimidate as we Zen Headbutt again, putting the Hitmontop into 11%, down to 11%, really showing that the next time it's taking attack, it is cool. So going to go back into Corviknight to take another close combat. It's going to drop us down to half HP. It's going to weaken these defenses. He's going to switch back out into Pheasantipity as we body press, trying to pick off that Hitmontop, but Pheasantipity being sent back out. I send Garchomp back out as this Pheasantipity is showing that it wants to prevent our Corviknight from setting up every time we come out first. So Garchomp coming out and taking that taunt. Next he swings. Next we see the Landorus switch back out to intimidate our Garchomp. And this time I expected the Landorus to come out, so we are packing Liquidation on Garchomp. We are going to get a very lucky defense drop here, so that is really big. Even while intimidated, we're still doing 46%. So that's going to allow us to be able to knock out with another Liquidation if I do decide to go for another one. Leftovers is seen on the Landorus. Now, I do switch back out into Corviknight, not wanting to take an attack from the Landorus and keep our Garchomp as healthy as possible to potentially fight down that Pheasantipity at a later time, as this guy doubles back out into Hitmontop. We do see here that Corviknight is Mirror Armor. That was to deflect the Intimidate back from Landorus and Hitmontop, as we do see Hitmontop switch back out into Pheasantipity to smash off those attacks. We do see the Pheasantipity beat up into Corviknight this time. I did stay in, I believe. I iron defense to prevent it from doing any more damage with beat up. And I doubled out here into Muck Lola to expecting a taunt to be thrown off into Corviknight to put myself in a more favourable position and not take as much damage to potentially put some damage into this sensitivity as the taunt does come out. It is going to click beat up into Muck, which is proving to do no damage again, as I decide to click Zen Headbutt, which unfortunately misses, which would have been really helpful as it starts to weaken down that sensitivity and get some damage onto it. Sensitivity is going to click beat up again to just keep chipping down at this Muck, not doing much crucial damage at all, or it is chipping down the crucial damage, so I decide to click knock off here and reveals it was protective pads. We're going to see another beat up from sensitivity, keep chipping it down away at that Muck, which is getting ever so low. I click Zen Headbutt again here, which is putting it down in range of another Zen Headbutt kill now. As it clicks a Roost to keep itself healthy, I click Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot and Zen Headbutt were doing the same amount of damage. This thing was Assault Vest and my Muck, so it was just going to have attacking moves at all time and keep up that presence. This is good though, as it is now forcing sensitivity to continue using Roost PP and weaken it down over time. So he's going to go back to full, but we're going to keep switching up between Zen Headbutt and Gunk Shot to keep weakening this sensitivity and keep forcing it to Roost so that it has to keep healing back up. I'm going to click another Headbutt, putting it in range. It clicks Roost again, so it is now down to 2 PP on Roost, and Headbutt is going to put it in range of another one, so it forces it to Roost again. Now it is back below half, so it is forced to Roost again. Now Sensitivity is out of Roost. This is now really crucial, as it means it can no longer Roost in front of our Corviknight whilst it is not doing any more damage. Well, whilst we are not doing much damage, it isn't either. It means that if I get the chance, I can still Roost back up and this Sensitivity can't. So we're going to Gunk Shot. Here we're going to let Muck go. No point in switching anything else in. So Muck is not looking very useful. It has helped get rid of all the PP on Roost against that sensitivity, so he's going to U-turn out. He's going to send in low kicks, so we go straight back out into Corviknight, which again is our physical wall. It's going to first impression, tinted lens boosted, only doing 20% as we heal back up to full. It's going to U-turn out and show that life orb damage, really not doing much to help it. So we Iron Defense in front of the sensitivity again. He's going to taunt to prevent us from doing anything. We try to Iron Defense in front of that taunt, which is fine, as it just allows us to keep getting health back on that with that leftovers. He is going to, this guy is going to sacrifice that Hitmon top now, as we can only click body press, and it is going to kill off the Hitmon top. Good old 50 turns in and only one Pokemon dead on each side, so fun little game we have here. It's going to send out the low kicks to get rid of our leftovers. This is crucial for this guy, as we can now no longer heal up over time and have to resort to Roosts. As we kick body press, obviously taunted is the only thing we can do. That low kicks is going to live on 5 HP, so very lucky. I was shocked that didn't kill myself personally, especially a +2 defense. Low kicks, then U-turns, which to try and pivot, but it is going to kill itself with recoil. And I did click Iron Defense, remembering that I completely forgot that I had Life Orb in that moment, so I didn't think about it killing itself. I just wanted to keep improving my defense in case Sensitivity came back up to output more damage with body press. We are going to see a taunt come out to prevent myself from Iron Defensing anymore, as Lazy Guy U-turns back out into Landorus. We are going to see that Mirror Armor to stop any more defense. We're going to do 36%, so this Landorus is in range of another body press. Landorus is going to once again U-turn back out, lovely 1%, back out into Sensitivity, which is going to take 12%, so we are starting to see some more damage put on. Sensitivity is going to taunt again, preventing me from setting up any further with Iron Defense. The good old 0% Sensitivity. Now with only 4 mons, it is only hitting 4 times. So we're going to keep body pressing to chip this thing down. Something to note is that we were now down to 1 body press left on this Corviknight, so we were about to run out of attacking moves. Couldn't heal up unfortunately due to taunt, which is a very good prep by Laser Guy. Body press is now going to put this thing down to 7%. This thing can no longer heal up, but we also now have no attacking moves. So we are going to stay in with Corviknight. We are taunted, obviously with 3 special moves, so we struggle. We got a struggle kill in the PUDL. We absolutely take that. We're going to take a good chunk from struggle recoil, which is has very much put us low. So yeah, but the Landorus has shown that it really cannot touch our Corviknight, so out's going to come that Gruja with that flamethrower to threaten a kill. Obviously we have no body press to chip this down. So we're going to wrist. Obviously we saw that that flamethrower was doing really good damage to our Corviknight, but we can out heal it with Roost. We did know that we were faster from an earlier interaction, so I was okay, comfortable clicking Roost. Gruja is going to click Flamethrower, putting us back below half. I Roost again to get up to almost full. As they just click Flamethrower again. Here I decided to switch out into Paragon 2. Corviknight wasn't able to do any more damage to this thing. I just wanted to try and heal up that Corviknight as much as I can if I need to use it as a pivot. So out came Paragon 2. This Paragon 2 again was very bulky, so I was comfortable switching it in and taking a couple of moves. There comes a Flamethrower showing 11%. It does get a lucky burn. This is really good as it helps to chip down my Paragon 2 over time. I do throw off a Thunder Wave here. This helps to prevent Gruja from attacking every now and then. It just helps me out. Flash Cannon, another stab move doing a good 15%. We're going to recover up to just take off that damage, to heal up that damage that this Gruja is doing over time. We click Ice Beam. We see it's doing 8%. So that just revealed that this Gruja is Assault Vest to me, with the damage output that Paragon 2 is doing. And it's back into the loop of doing no damage to each other all over again, just like the Festivity and Corviknight. We do drop below half, so we are going to heal back up with Recover, as they just keep attacking into our Paragon 2. I'm switching up between Try Attack and Ice Beam to try and predict a potential Iron Bundle coming in and switching in while I'm at lower HP, but Lazy Guy is staying in with this Gruja. So we're just going to keep firing off a switching between Ice Beams and Try Attacks, I believe. And just chipping this thing down over the time. These paralyzers are huge as it helps to save up some of my recover PP to face down in front of the Landorus and the Iron Bundle. Flash Cannon putting us below half, so we're just going to heal back up again. Flash Cannon here does get a special defense drop. Now obviously this Gruja is very low to dying, but I do not want to be facing down a critical hit Flash Cannon or another special defense drop, which puts my Paragon 2 down low and is unable to make it heal as much in front of the Gruja. So here I switch out into Corviknight. This is why I wanted to keep it healthy as just a pivot to reset any stat drops or statuses like Confusion. Switching back out into this Paragon 2, obviously it hasn't been able to hit us, just get paralyzed here. Try attacking here, I didn't want to risk a Ice Beam crit as I wanted to be as healthy as possible facing down the Iron Bundle and Landorus. So I click Recover again to heal back up into full. I do click Try Attack again here. As I said previously, I want to stay as healthy as possible, knowing that an Ice Beam would have killed, but I would have been weak, so I just recover again. As it does luckily get paralyzed, which prevents it from me from being taking less damage. Facing down the others, Ice Beam to kill off the Gruja. And now Paragon is just looking very strong into taking down these last two Pokemon. Very strong. The Iron Bundle does come out and prove that it is special attack. Now that is a very big threat, but in the back I do have an Assault Vest on Dozo, which is EV'd. I believe it was max HP and max special defense. So Assault Vest on Dozo in special attack bundle could live 2 freeze dries from Iron Bundle if I needed to take it out, face it down with if Paragon couldn't do the job. Hydro Pump doing a very solid 39%. I do fire off a Thunder Wave. This thing is a threat. This thing was my biggest concern in team building. So I just wanted to cripple this thing as much as possible. Hydro Pump comes out here, very fortunate miss for me, and we heal back up to full. It does get paralyzed here, as we fire for Try Attack doing 57%, so really good knowing that one more will knock out the Iron Bundle. Another Hydro Pump miss does It just puts us in the most favourable position to face down Landorus. Our unlucky last Landorus comes out, knocks us down as a quick Earthquake, showing 32%. So I do believe that that Hydro Pump miss still did not matter, if I recall correctly, as we would have been able to live an Earthquake from this Landorus, firing off an Ice Beam, and knocking out the Landorus, putting us at a very lengthy 86 turns, and a good solid 5-0 win for us, keeping us undefeated in the PUDL. Thanks for watching.